Well, now one of the biggest ports in America shut down over a labor dispute with the union. Watch.
Of our clients have to hit certain timelines with the big box retailers in order for their goods to be sold, and they're missing those timelines in some cases, and there's significant financial repercussions associated with that.
So 29 about 29 ports closed. What does this mean for our fragile economy and your wallet? We're going to ask Fox Business' Maria Bartiromo, who joins us now.
Good morning, guys.
So big dispute has the ports, 29 of them closed.
That's right. And they're calling it a work stoppage at this point. I'm sorry, a work slowdown, not out-and-out stoppage of the 29 ports. So I guess there are some activities going on within some of these 29 ports, but it is a slowdown. Okay. And the labor union management is basically saying that they cannot agree. There have been back and forth since May of 2014. And the maritime owners are basically saying, the owners here are basically saying, look, they are causing a stoppage. They are doing away with, overnight hours. They are basically slowing down work, and that's impacting 50% of productivity. I will say this entire 29 ports represents 12.5% of the GDP. Right. So this is a big story.
So that's why the labor secretary is going.
That's correct. Tom Perez is going in.
So what do they want?
What do they want? That's a really good question, because they've already agreed on salary. The longshoremen apparently make $147,000 a year. We're talking about 20,000 employees. They are arguing over an arbitrator being on the work site. I mean,
they don't want that?
They don't want that. There's one point that they're working on. I believe that is the point. They've already agreed on health care. They've already agreed on salaries and on their security in terms of long-time workage. But this one issue has kept going back and forth between the two sides since May of 2014. Wow. It's actually pretty extraordinary.
So the union wants it their way or the highway.
They do, and unfortunately, they are in a period of time. Now, this is a very important port. I mean, these 29 ports represent all the imports from Asia. 70% of all imports from Asia, okay, and China is obviously the producer of products to the world. That is happening in these 29 ports. So these 29 ports are incredibly important. Sure. So they have leverage, don't get me wrong. But we are also talking at a moment in time for the economy that things are slow. You saw retail sales down 0.8% in December, down 0.9% in January. The consumer is not spending all that money that they've saved yet, that they saved at the gas pump. So you're talking about a union trying to negotiate for this one point at a time that this actually can impact an already very vulnerable situation.
So your show gets started right at 9 o'clock.
We're going to look at implications, and we're going to look at the fact that this is going to mean higher prices for people at the stores. That's the bottom line, because you're just not getting the shipments of products on the shelves.
Right. We're still waiting for something. We bought something, and they said it's on that ship.
Is that right?
They're using that as an excuse.
There are some notices about that. You'll see them in your email.
And you're going to see that in earnings news as well. Companies are going to say, look, that West Coast port stoppage or slowdown impacted our sales. No doubt about it.
If you would like to watch using that to explain his last play call in the Super Bowl. If you would like to watch her show, it kicks off 12 minutes from right now. Log on to foxbusiness.com/channel finder, and that will tell you what channel you'll find her on.
Thanks, Maria. I'll see you later.
Thank you, Maria.
All right.